did. At my brother's wedding, went down to pick something up.
Oh no.
Every bobby pin, safety pin that any woman had in that church was being applied, and you can
Was this
imagine like three
before the
women working
ceremony?
around that area trying to sew up and
Uh-huh.
fix my britches before showtime for my brother's wedding in about 15
Oh
minutes.
no, before. It
Oh yeah.
happened before
Oh
he
yeah.
actually walked down the
Oh
aisle or she
yes.
walked down the aisle.
Yes.
Oh,
100%.
that's so embarrassing. What's going on with y'all's pants? With men's pants? They don't
My
have any give?
my other brother Devin, his slacks almost ripped when we were burying my dad at my dad's funeral about a month ago.
What is happening? Yeah, the string isn't. I mean, we can't get better.
He's
can't get
bending down.
stronger
We're putting the
seams?
ashes in the ground, and he goes, "Oh God, just please don't let the suit pants rip." He says it out loud, right?
Oh my goodness!
It's like it's happened to some of the best of us, but not at the Hall of Fame stage, right in front of tens of thousands. But Jared Allen, don't ever change, man, because you're a treasure. You're just
Yeah,
an absolute treasure.
You said when we were teeing up this topic right before we went on air, our producer Stosh said that we were going to talk about Jared Allen doing this, and you said, "Oh, it's relatable," so we'll lead the segment with that. And I thought, is it relatable? I don't.
You know how
I'm
many
not sure
guys
I've
have
ever
ripped their pants?
But so are women's pants made better? Because our pants, I mean, all of us
I would
worn
say-
some obnoxiously tight pants in our day. And I used to, go out dancing and stuff. I don't remember ripping anything.
Maybe yours just a higher quality fabric. I have no idea.
I don't either.
I couldn't begin to tell you. Maybe you're more careful, meaning you, the proverbial female race as a whole,
Right.
the bars. The Conference Gymnast of the Year was Olivia Deach of Marshfield, Coach of the Year Jeremy Menthe of Stevens Point. The Great Northern Conference All-Conference Gymnastics team for this year. Wisconsin Valley Conference schools compete in gymnastics in the Great Northern Conference. The two leagues combine for gymnastics, and so consequently the Great Northern Conference controls that event. They control that sport, and they choose the all-conference team, and so the Marshfield and Stevens Point athletes receive all-conference recognition from the Great Northern Conference for their work this year. Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids meeting tonight in Dairyland League Baseball at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. We'll check the starting lineups for this ball game following these messages.
High school sports coverage is brought to you by Ag Country FCS Marshfield, supporting agriculture and rural communities with competitive credit and financial services. Merit Electric Service Marshfield, electricians specializing in installations, repairs, and remodels, proudly supporting area youth and events. And Chili Implement, County Y in Chili, the official source for land implements for farm, turf, dirt working, and landscaping.
Since 1904, the Wheatrick family has worked with hundreds of Wisconsin dairy farmers to consistently produce the highest quality dairy ingredients. Grassland's commitment to quality starts with the way their dairy farmers care for their cows and carries through every step of their innovative processing and delivery. Grassland. Their legacy began in 1904, and their heritage continues today, passionately working to bring pure, delicious Grassland butter to your table.
High school sports coverage is brought to you by Courtesy Auto and Truck Center Stanley, your Ford store with a selection of new Fords and pre-owned trucks to fit any budget. First Choice Credit Union, 1614 East 4th, Marshfield, helping
It'd be a good night for baseball here at Jack Hackman Field. Youngsters just finishing their lap around the playing field. And the Chaparrals take their spots defensively for this ball game. For Marshfield tonight, at first base is Brady Luckin. At second base, Jack Tubbs. At shortstop, Isaiah Byrell. At third base, Sean Bryant. The right fielder is Brent Eastad. In center field, Riley Bauman. In left field, Colin DeBoer. The catcher is Ben Deach. On the mound, right-hander Preston Wagner. We saw Preston last week. Our last Chaparrals broadcast was last Wednesday in Pittsville. Marshfield won a good ball game in Pittsville last Wednesday, 4-2. And Preston got the save in that ball game, throwing the final 2 innings in relief of Sean Bryant. We're set to get this ball game underway. Leadoff man for Wisconsin Rapids in the first is the DH, Brennan Huber. Huber stands in, hitting right-handed.
Leading off for the Red Hawks, Brennan Huber.
Huber digs in against Preston Wagner. Preston working from the windup. He's ready. Here's our first pitch of the night. Breaking ball rides high for ball 1. Play underway here at Jack Hackman Field. Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids baseball tonight. The 1-0 pitch on the way. Curveball again high for ball, 2-0.
First pitch, temperature 74 degrees.
Right-hander Preston Wagner throwing for Marshfield tonight. Now delivers 2-0. High and away for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Good to see a good group of Chaparral ball players on the bench this evening. Wagner gets set, throws once again. Over for a called strike. The count now 3-1. As we mentioned, you know, we broadcast lots of summer baseball between the Dairyland League and American Legion baseball. Now here's the 3-1 delivery. That hits him in the helmet. Breaking ball came way inside, and Huber hit on the brim of the helmet by that pitch. So Rapids has a leadoff base runner, and third baseman Andrew Chapman will stand in.
The third baseman.
They broadcast a good share of baseball games during the summer, and sometimes teams are shorthanded, show up with 9, 10, 11 ball players, each team well stocked though tonight. Huber, a good lead at first base, held there by Brady Luckin. The pitch to Chapman, a swing and a miss for strike 1. And now the throw down to second base as Huber takes off, deflected into left field, and Huber takes third base. Huber steals second base and goes to third base on the throwing error by the catcher Ben Deach. So Rapids has a base runner at third with nobody out. The count on Andrew Chapman, no balls and 1 strike. Wagner remains in the stretch here. Sets and delivers. Low and outside, bounds away from Deach, but Ben did block it and kept the ball in front of home plate, so no advance by the base runner. The count on Chapman, 1 ball, 1 strike. Infield is back. Ball game is still early. Wagner still on the stretch and fires a long drive to left field. DeBoer goes back, this ball over his head and to the warning track. Huber scores. Chapman to second base, and he'll stop there with a 2-base hit. A long RBI double for Andrew Chapman. Plates the ball game's first run. And Rapids leads 1-0. That ball hit a long way by Chapman, landing on the fly on the warning track. The Rapids batter now, center fielder Peyton Nelson. Nelson will stand in, batting right-handed. Not much breeze tonight. That flag rather limp. We can feel a breeze here behind home plate. but nothing excessive this evening. Nelson stands in. Wagner stays in the stretch. Sets and throws. Up and in, ball one. Wisconsin Rapids has the early lead, 1-0 as they bat top of the first. Runner at second base and nobody out. 1 ball, no strikes on Peyton Nelson. Wagner ready. Fires once again. High for a ball, 2-0. Wagner missing quite a bit high. Most, if not all, of his pitches have been up in the zone so far tonight. He's behind here, 2-0. Chapman leads at second base. Pitch on the way. Missed the outside corner, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. So Preston Wagner with some early control issues here. Behind Nelson, 3-0. Peyton Nelson, very fine ball player. Gets back in there. Wagner throws once again. And that pitch is a bit outside for ball 4. So base runners at first and second, still nobody out. And the Rapids batter is first baseman Cam Oliver. Oliver stands in, hitting left-handed, slightly open stance. Wagner in an early jam here. Working again from the stretch. Boy, that stands quite open by Oliver. There's a pop-up behind home plate, reaching the seats on a play for strike 1.
Remember, kids, return ball.
Oliver in an excessive open stance, that front foot pointed right down the first base foul line.
Get your name entered for a bike to be given away.
No balls, 1 strike to count. He stands back in there.
Real estate.
Wagner from the stretch once again. Sets and delivers. In there for a called strike. Good pitch at the knees. The count now, no balls and 2 strikes on Oliver. Nelson at first base, not being held by Locken, getting a good lead down there. Chapman leads at second base. Wagner gets set and throws. A line drive to the right field line, curving and falling just foul. Just foul in that right field corner, out of play. Count stays 0-2. Chapman back to second base. And Nelson returns to first. First 3 men in this Rapids batting order on base tonight. Hit by a pitch, a double, and a walk. 1 run is in. No balls, 2 strikes on Cam Oliver. Runners take their leads once again. Wagner again from the stretch. Now delivers. Low and inside, blocked by Deach. And the count now 1-2. So some early struggles for Marshfield starter Preston Wagner tonight. Oliver digs in once again. Wagner gets ready and fires. Popped up behind home plate and heading out of play. Still 1-2. The Marshfield outfield way around to right field. Easthead in right field guarding the line, and Bauman in center field way over in the right center field gap. Again, the 1-2 pitch. High and outside for a ball. 2-2. DeBoer in left field playing his normal spot, so there's a huge gap in left center field. Bauman way over in right center. 2-2 on Cam Oliver. Wagner gets set and throws. A swing and a miss for strike 3. Wagner's first strikeout tonight. 1 down.
Shortstop, Nathan Kromanacher.
And here's the Rapid shortstop, Nathan Kromanacher, former Marshfield Chaparral standout, UW Stevens Point standout, now serving as the Red Hawks manager. He'll step in, batting left-handed as well. Wagner stays in the stretch. Checks the base runners and delivers. A swing and a miss for strike 1. It's Wisconsin Rapids 1, Marshfield 0. Rapids batting, top of the first. Runners at first and second, only 1 out. No balls, 1 strike on Nathan Kromanacher. Wagner ready, fires once again. Popped up third base side, but hitting foul and out of play. Count goes to 0-2. For those of you listening on WOSQ, join us on Wednesday evening for Trajan Bogdanovich of Greenwood and that Wisconsin Sports on the Go with Trades program. Wednesday, 7 p.m. 0-2 delivery. Runners are going. Pitch low and inside. And no throw. The bounce away from Deach. He blocks it. But a double steal sends Rapids base runners to second and third. Chapman goes to third base. Nelson takes second. The count on Krummenacher now 1-2. Two more men in scoring position. Wagner stays in the stretch here. And now fires. Low and inside. 2-2. Trajan Bogdanovich of Greenwood visiting with sports celebrities and talking about Wisconsin sports every Wednesday, 7 p.m. on Sports Radio 92.3 FM WOSQ. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Nathan Krummenacher. Wagner gets set and delivers. Ground ball towards second base. A run will score. Tubbs goes to first base in time for the out. That's out number 2, but Chapman scores on the play, and Nelson moves over to third base. So Krummenacher brings home the run.
Second baseman, Tyler Byers.
With the RBI ground out. 2 runs in here in the first inning. Man at third base for second baseman Tyler Byer. He'll dig in, batting right-handed. Wagner still in the stretch here. Preston ready and delivers. Curveball. Breaks outside for ball 1. Rapids on top 2-0 as they bat top of the first. Base runner at third and 2 outs. 1 ball, no strikes on Tyler Byer. Wagner ready, fires once again. Ground ball, base hit to center field. Solid smash to center field. Nelson is in. And Rapids leads 3-0. The Red Hawks with a 3 spot here in the opening inning. So Rapids with the base runner at first base and 2 outs. Here's the catcher, Dylan Cunningham, batting. Batting right-handed. Wagner stays in the stretch here. And fires a swing and a miss for strike 1. A 3 spot for Rapids here in the opening inning. They lead 3-0 as they bat. Top half of the first. Base runner at first base and 2 outs. Now the 0-1 delivery. A swing and a miss. High heat from Wagner. He's been high all night long. That pitch paid off for him. The count now 0-2. Wagner gets set once again. He now delivers, low and outside, bounds away from Deach, but not very far. And so Byler holds at first base. Count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good start for Rapids tonight. Up by 3 here in the opening inning. Looking for more. Wagner ready once again. And delivers. Hit in the air towards center field, but right at Riley Bellman. Riley just over a few feet, makes the catch to end the inning. In the first for Wisconsin Rapids, 3 runs on 2 hits. There was 1 error, a hit batter, a walk, 1 man left on base. After 1/2 inning, our score is Wisconsin Rapids 3 and Marshfield coming to bat. More baseball.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Join the Gross family of satisfied customers at Gross Buick in Marshfield. Come see their large selection of cars, trucks and SUVs on the Marshfield lot. Or find it at grossauto.com, and we'll have it delivered to Marshfield for your convenience. You'll love their people and state-of-the-art service department, where service guests get a free courtesy car. Top it all off with the Gross lifetime engine warranty on most vehicles. Gross Buick of Marshfield.
Wisconsin Rapids Redhawks on the field. At first base, Cam Oliver. At second base, Tyler Beyer. At shortstop, Nathan Krummenacher. At third base, Andrew Chapman. In right field, Tommy Droner. In center field, Peyton Nelson. In left field, Garrett Huber. The catcher is Dylan Cunningham. On the mound for Rapids is right-hander Jordan Tibbetts. Rapids scoring 3 in the first. They grab the early lead here at Jack Hackman Field. A large crowd down here at Jack Hackman Field tonight watching the ball game. The third base grandstand just about filled. First base grandstand has a good crowd as well. And the grandstand behind home plate with a very good contingent as well. Fans are down here for Fan Appreciation Night, the final ball game of the year here at Jack Hackman Field. Lots of prize to give away, and the concession stand open as well, so it's a good night to come down and take in some baseball here at Jack Hackman Field. Bit of a delay getting this inning started as Cunningham, the catcher, made the last out of that first inning, so he had to get his equipment on. Take the warm-up throws from Jordan Tibbetts. A nice crowd of Wisconsin Rapids rooters on hand tonight. Up from Rapids to Marshfield to take in this ball game this evening. That's good to see, and they're certainly welcome here at Jack Hackman Field as well.
Leading off for the Chaparrals, the shortstop, Isaiah Byrel.
Leadoff man for Marshfield in the first, shortstop Isaiah Byrel. Facing Rapids right-hander Jordan Tibbetts. Isaiah stands in. Tibbetts winds and throws. Ground ball towards shortstop. Grabbed by Krummenacher. Fires to first base in time for the out. One pitch and one out in the Marshfield first inning. Next batter, left fielder Colin DeBoer. Colin will bat left-handed here. Tibbetts working from the windup. He delivers a fastball. That's a bit low for ball one. DeBoer back in there, batting left-handed. And Tibbetts fires once again, fouled third base side of the play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, on this date back in 1901, back in 1901, there was a running race before a National League ball game between Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. Here's the 1-1 pitch, hit deep down the right field line, but going foul. That ball way out of here. Now the right field foul line near the playground out there in right field. But that ball hit foul a long way. Counted DeBoer 1-2. Players from the Reds and the Pirates were clocked running from home plate to first base that day. There's a breaking ball low and outside for a ball, 2-2. And Pittsburgh outfielder Ginger Beaumont ran to first base in 3 seconds flat, which is a pretty good speed in any era. Here's a line shot towards right center field and drops in front of the right fielder Droner, then gets by him to deep right field. DeBoer rounding second base. He'll head to third base on this play and get there safely. Droner in right field came in attempting a shoestring catch. Ball got by him. He could not block it. And so DeBoer goes all the way to third.
The center fielder, Riley Bauman.
So Marshfield has a base runner at third base for center fielder Riley Bauman. Riley batting right-handed. Tibbetts working from the stretch. Delivers a swing and a miss for strike one. Wisconsin Rapids leads this ball game 3-0. Marshfield batting bottom half of the first. Base runner at third base and 1 out. No balls, 1 strike on Riley Bauman. Tibbetts ready. Now delivers. And just outside for ball, 1 ball, 1 strike. 3 seconds between home and first base. Pretty good in any era. And Ginger Beaumont made that run in 1901 for the Pittsburgh Pirates. 1-1 pitch. That's hit in the air towards right center field. Droner in right field goes back, called off by the center fielder Nelson. He'll make the catch for the out. DeBoer will tag and score. And Marshfield now trails 3-1. Sacrifice fly and run batted in for Riley Bellman. As DeBoer scores on the fly ball. 2 down, bases empty for first baseman Brady Locken. Beaumont, a very good ball player from the turn of the century. Not a Hall of Famer, but next level below that. Very solid ball player for the Pirates for a number of years. Tibbetts winds and throws, over for a called strike 1. Brady Locken, Mosney, high school standout. Joining the Chaparrals late in the year. Tibbetts now throws 0-1, half swing. And they'll appeal here. Pitch is ruled low for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tibbetts working from the windup here. He's ready, winds and delivers. Outside for ball, 2-1. That Pittsburgh Ball Club back in the early 1900s with some great talent. Beaumont and Honus Wagner, Tommy Leach, Fred Clark. Some great ball players. Kitty Bransfield, I think, was on that team. Here's a foul ball, check swing, foul ball behind home plate. 0-2. Locken heading to play baseball next year at St. Mary's of Winona, where Riley Bellman just finished up his career. 2-2 pitch here, a swing and a miss. Locken out on strikes to end the inning. First strikeout for Jordan Tibbetts tonight. In the first for Marshfield, 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. After 1 inning, our score is Wisconsin Rapids 3, Marshfield 1. And more baseball coming up following these messages.
Taqueria Monarca is now open at the Marshfield Mall. Experience the bold and fresh flavors of Mexico in Marshfield at Taqueria Monarca. Delicious tacos, burritos, quesadillas, bowls, and drinks. Kick things up a notch with the fresh salsa bar. Taqueria Monarca is fast, casual, and delicious.
We are ready to serve you the bold, fresh flavors from Mexico. Welcome to Taqueria Monarca.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
Marshfield Chaparrals, thank them for supporting Chaparral baseball.
Good night for baseball here in central Wisconsin. Chaparrals, now Wisconsin Rapids meeting. In baseball action tonight, Red Hawks batting in the top of the second, leading 3-1. Preston Wagner threw 31 pitches for Marshfield in the opening inning. Leadoff batter for Rapids is the left fielder Garrett Huber. He'll bat right-handed.
Batting for the Red Hawks, left fielder Garrett Huber.
Huber stands in. Preston Wagner throwing for Marshfield. Sets and delivers. And missed outside for ball 1. Wisconsin Rapids 3, Marshfield 1. Rapids batting, top half of the second. Wagner fires again, a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. You're listening to Dairyland League Baseball on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer Marshfield, and WOSQFM.com. 1-1 pitch, Up and in for a ball, 2-1. And also on ZaleskiSports.com, I'm Gene Delisio at Jack Hackman Field this evening. 2 balls, 1 strike on Garrett Huber. Wagner throws again. That's lined down the left field line and falls in fair territory and rolls to the left field corner. Huber to second base, and he'll get there with a double. Huber doubles down the left field line, and the Red Hawks have a leadoff base runner for right fielder Tommy Droner. Droner batting left-handed. Wagner from the stretch. He throws a breaking ball, misses inside for ball 1. Huber at second base, runs well, gets a good lead down there. Wagner will check him and throws. High and outside for a ball, 2-0. Wagner's control, not the best tonight. Having a tough time finding the strike zone this evening. Has been wild high much of the night. Now the 2-0 pitch on the way. That got the outside corner for call strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Rapids is the league leader, by the way, in the Dairyland League large division. A good season under manager Nathan Krummenacher. 2-1 pitch on the way. Bounced towards second base, picked up by Tubbs. Goes to first base in time for the out. And Huber moves to third base on that ground out. 1 down. Leadoff man Brendan Huber now batting. Huber hit by a pitch and scored his first time up.
Brendan Huber.
Huber stands in. Wagner working from the stretch. And Preston now delivers. Breaking ball across for call strike 1. It's Wisconsin Rapids 3, Marshfield 1. Rapids batting top of the second. Base runner at third base and 1 out. 0-1 on Brennan Huber. And Wagner fires once again. Curveball up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dairyland League Baseball this evening on WOSQ, brought to us by Sweats Oil and Sweats Country Corner Mart in Blinker. Now the 1-1 delivery. That's down low for a ball, 2-1. Don't forget to fuel up your car and fuel your hunger at Sweats Country Corner Mart, Highway P in Blinker. 2-1 on Brennan Huber. Wagner gets set, throws once again. Ground ball towards shortstop and gets by Byral into center field for a base hit. Garrett Huber scores on the base hit by Brennan Huber. And Wisconsin Rapids leads 4-1.
Third baseman Andrew Chapman.
RBI single by Brennan Huber. And Rapids on the scoreboard once again. Batting for the Red Hawks is third baseman Andrew Chapman. Doubled and scored his first time up. The pitch by Wagner. Bit inside for ball 1. So Wisconsin Rapids now leads it 4-1. Rapids batting top of the second. 1 out, 1 on. 1-0 pitch on the way. Lined on the right field line, but going foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Huber off first base, held there by Brady Luckin. Wagner ready. Delivers, fouled back. Count 1-2. Lots of pitches for Preston Wagner so far. Approaching 50 pitches tonight, only in the second inning. Good thing the Chaparrals have a deep bench tonight. Ball and 2 strikes on Andrew Chapman. Pitch on the way, runner going. Pitch is low and there'll be no throw. Deach had to dig that one out. Could not make a throw, and Huber steals second base. The count on Chapman now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, Wagner checks the base runner and delivers. Line to shortstop and grab by Byrell. They'll flip to Tubbs to double up Huber and end the inning. Line shot right at Isaiah Byrell. Nothing that Huber could do on that play. He was caught off the bag and doubled up at second base to retire the side.
All right, get your tickets out.
In the second, for Wisconsin Rapids, 1 run on 2 hits. No errors, no one left on base. After 1.5, our score is Wisconsin Rapids 4 and Marshfield 1. And more baseball coming up in just a moment.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Whether you need deep sleep, beauty sleep, or just need to sleep it off, Mall Furniture has a huge selection of double-sided comfort sleep mattresses. When it's time for a double, it's no trouble. You'll flip over our great prices. There's 2 great sides to this mattress story, and they're made right here in Wisconsin. It's double-sided or nothing.
Get your perfect comfort sleep mattress from Mall Furniture and Mattress, West 9th Street, Marshfield.
See you on the flip side.
Saturday 10 to 4, the Sports Den, bike, board, ski, explore.
Go see her, $5 a ticket.
Keep your dial right here on WOSQ and ZaleskiSports.com for Dairyland League Baseball. Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids meeting in our matchup this evening. Marshfield batting bottom half of the second. Leadoff man is second baseman Jack Tubbs.
For the Chaparrals, the second baseman, Jack Tubbs.
Jack joining the Chaparrals after the Stratford Legion season ended this week. Batting right-handed, boy, right on the edge of that batter's box, on that inside edge and leaning over the plate as well. Pitch by Tibbetts, low and inside, ball 1. Wisconsin Rapids leads 4-1. Chaparral's batting, bottom half of the second. The 1-0 delivery, and that's low and inside for a ball, 2-0. We mentioned Jack will go to St. Mary's next year as well, primarily, I believe, to play football, the St. Mary's football program. Here's a 2-0 pitch on the way, high for ball 3. Riley Bauman finishing his baseball career at St. Mary's this year. Brady Locken of Mosinee, who's playing first base for the Chaparrals tonight. And Marshfield's Chase Robinson will both play baseball at St. Mary's next year. 3-0 pitch on the inside corner for a call strike. 3-1, and Jack Tubbs to play football for the Cardinals next year. And perhaps baseball as well. Now the 3-1 delivery, and that's slow and inside, ball 4. Tubbs draws a leadoff walk.
Third baseman, Sean Bryant.
Marshfield batter is third baseman Sean Bryant, batting for the first time. Tibbetts working from the stretch here. Ready and delivers. Fouled back for strike 1. Lots of fans walking back and forth here, making trips to the concession stand, which is well stocked tonight. Lots of prizes being given out as well on this last day of the season. 0-1 pitch on the way, across for a call strike. 0-2 on Sean Bryant. Sean does lots of pitching for the Chaparrals, but playing third base in this ball game tonight. Tubbs off first base. Tibbetts now throws, fouled back. And Bryant stays alive at 0-2. Tibbetts stayed to a good lead tonight. You look over at Tubbs at first base. And now delivers, half swing and a miss. Sean fooled on that pitch. He's out on strikes. Second strikeout for Tibbetts tonight. Wham and out. And the Marshfield batter is catcher Ben Deach. Ben batting right-handed. And Tippetts throws here, line to the right field line, but curving foul for strike one. Wisconsin Rapids on top 4-1 as Marshfield bats. Last half of the second. 1 out, 1 on. Nothing in 1 on Ben Deach. Ben back in there. Tibbetts working from the stretch. He now throws. Again line to the right field line, foul. About the same spot. Count nothing in 2. I don't recall Ben doing a lot of catching during his Marshfield Tiger career. Not that I saw every game. But he's been catching quite a bit for the Chaparrals this year. Stands back in there. No balls and 2 strikes. Tibbetts ready. Now fires. And it's a bit low for a ball. 1-2. Tubbs at first base. He runs well. Held there by Cam Oliver. Tibbetts ready once again. And throws. Curveball whacked to the right side. A big hop for the second baseman, Beyer. Goes to first base in time for the out. And Tubbs moves to second base. That ball hit to the first base side of that second base position. Not hit real hard, so Beyer had only one play. That to first base, route number 2. And Tubbs moves to second base on the play. Marshfield pitcher Preston Wagner now batting. Hitting for the first time tonight. Tibbetts ready. The pitch to Wagner. And that's down low for ball 1. Lights are not on as of yet here at Jack Hackman Field, but might be shortly. Getting a bit darker here. Of course, that smoky haze does not help things any. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's on the outside corner for a call strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. By the way, the state AA American Legion baseball tournament continuing this evening at New London. Now the 1-1 delivery hit down the right field line and hooking foul. 1-2. With Campbell Sport, the remaining unbeaten team in that tournament. And the games from New London tonight are being televised on ZaleskiSports.com. The Medford Ball Club was in that tournament, but got beat first 2 rounds and got ousted early at that AA state tournament. 1-2 on Preston Wagner. Tibbetts gets set and throws in the dirt for a ball. 2-2, so once again that AA state tournament at New London now underway on ZaleskiSports.com. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Preston Wagner. Stands back in there. Tibbetts working from the stretch. Ready and throws. Fouled over the screen on a play. Still 2-2 on Wagner. Marshfield's the starting pitcher tonight. Tubbs at second base. He runs quite well. Gets a good lead down there. Tibbetts ready. And delivers. Ground ball right on the first base line. Snared by Oliver. He'll step on the bag to end the inning. Marshfield in the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, a walk, and 1 man left on base. We played 2 innings, and our score is Wisconsin Rapids 4, Marshfield 1. More baseball coming up following these messages.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's fat bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
Framing here in Marshfield. $5 a ticket. We'll be drawing a ticket at the end of the 8th inning.
Our coverage of Dairyland League Baseball continuing tonight on ZaleskiSports.com and Sports Radio 92.3 FM WOSQ. Wisconsin Rapids batting, top of the third, leading by 3. Leading off the Rapids third, the center fielder Peyton Nelson. He walked and scored his first time up.
For the Red Hawks, the center fielder, Peyton Nelson.
Nelson batting right-handed. Preston Wagner throwing for Marshfield. Sets and delivers. High and outside, ball 1. Wisconsin Rapids 4, Marshfield 1. Rapids batting top half of the third here at Jack Hackman Field. The 1-0 pitch on the way. Fly ball to left center field. DeBoer in left field comes in, gets there and makes the catch for the out. Nelson flies to left field for out number 1. Rapids batter now, first baseman Cam Oliver.
Cam Oliver.
Oliver struck out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Batting left-handed, the Rapids cleanup man tonight. Wagner winds and throws here. High and outside for ball 1. Preston Wagner, tall right-hander, throwing for Marshfield. Into his motion, he throws once again. Got the outside corner, call strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. May have caught this news earlier this spring. Former Packers safety Tom Brown passing away a couple of months back. 1-1 pitch, high and outside for ball, 2-1. Brown dying at the age of 84. A good career with the Green Bay Packers. And also a baseball career as well. 2-1 pitch is fouled back. 2-2. Brown was chosen in the second round of the 1963 draft by the Packers, but also signed with the Washington Senators and played some baseball for the Senators back then. Played 2 years of pro ball. Next pitch down low for a ball, 3-2. And then left baseball and came to the Green Bay Packers, beat out Hank Greminger for a starting job at left safety back in 1965, and was a starter at Green Bay for the next 4 seasons, starting 3 consecutive NFL championship games. 3-2 pitch on the way. That's lined deep but foul over the Rapids dugout in right field. Count stays 3-2. Brown also a Packer starter in Super Bowls 1 and 2. And would have played for Vince Lombardi in Washington as well. Here's the full count pitch on the way. It's down low for ball 4. Oliver draws a base on balls, the second issued by Preston Wagner tonight.
The shortstop.
Vince Lombardi acquired Brown from the Redskins in 1969. Brown played just 1 game for Washington, then left football and retired that year. Another former Green Bay Packer passing away earlier this year. Tom Brown dying at the age of 84. Nathan Krummenacher batting for Rapids. The Rapid shortstop RBI ground out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Oliver off first base, held there by Locken. Wagner from the stretch. Fires, high and away, ball 1. Our score is Wisconsin Rapids 4, Marshfield 1. Red Hawks batting, top of the third, 1 out, 1 on. 1 ball, no strikes on Nathan Krummenacher. Wagner ready once again and delivers high for a ball. 2-0. The umpire now revising his count. He tells us it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Krummenacher. Wagner ready. Oliver at first base dancing around a bit, so Wagner tosses over. Oliver back in time. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Wagner fires again. Popped up in foul ground behind home plate, heading out of play. Count now 1-2. Tom Brown, not one of the more known Green Bay Packer ball players, but certainly had a nice career in Green Bay. Did a good job for Coach Lombardi and that team. Wagner throws once again. Popped again over the screen and a play. Still 1-2. Oliver off first base, short lead there. Now the pitch on the way. Foul at the plate. Krummenacher stays alive at 1-2.
Remember, kids, return them foul balls to the concession stands.
I had thought that Brown played some Major League Baseball for the Senators, but perhaps not. The report I just got on him indicated he did not play in the major leagues. Thought he had a brief career with the Senators, but apparently not. But did well with the Green Bay Packers when he returned to football. Count on Krummenacher remains 1-2. The pitch count really increasing for Marshfield starter Preston Wagner tonight. Again, Oliver leads at first base. Wagner ready and throws. Pop foul over the screen once again, out of play. Still 1-2. Our home plate umpire now searching for a new supply of baseballs. Nice night for baseball this evening here at Jack Hackman Field. Marshfield Chaparrals, Wisconsin Rapids Red Hawks meeting in our ball game this evening.
Papa Murphy's, Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, American Auto.
Lights are not on as of yet, but
Oil Exchange.
we presume they will be shortly. Krummenacher now back in there. The count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oliver off first base. Wagner now delivers. Fly ball towards right center field. Tubbs out. Bauman comes in, and Tubbs at second base makes an over-the-shoulder catch for the out. Well done by second baseman Jack Tubbs. In shallow right center field, and Cam Oliver hustles back to first base. Good job by Tubbs as that ball hit in that gap between second base and right center field. And Jack Tubbs out there to make the play. That's out number 2, and the Rapids batter is second baseman Tyler Byer, had an RBI base hit in the Red Hawks' 3-run first inning. Byer stands in, hitting right-handed. Oliver leads at first base, held there by Locken. Wagner delivers, low and outside for ball 1. That was a long time ago when Tom Brown played for the Packers. Back then they had a right safety and a left safety. Things have certainly changed since then. Here's the 1-0 pitch, over for a called strike, 1-1. Now it's a free safety and a strong safety, but back then it was right and left. 1-1 on Tyler Byer. Preston Wagner throwing for Marshfield. Runner goes, pitches high for a ball. Throw to second base is high, and Oliver steals it. Slides in safely. That's 4 stolen bases now for Wisconsin Rapids. Oliver at second base, and the count on Tyler Byer, 2 balls, 1 strike. And a scoring chance here for the Red Hawks. Wagner stays in the stretch and throws here. This is outside for a ball, 3-1. Lights now are coming on here at Jack Hackman Field. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. Wagner gets his sign. He now delivers. Low and outside, ball 4. Tyler Byer draws a base on balls, the third issued by Preston Wagner. The Rapids catcher, Dylan Cunningham, will bat.
The catcher, Dylan Cunningham.
Cunningham fly to center his first time up, so he is 0 for 1 this evening. Two-out threat here for Wisconsin Rapids. Cunningham digs in. Preston Wagner out of the stretch. And he throws and misses outside for ball 1. Wisconsin Rapids 4, Marshfield 1. Redhawks batting top half of the third. 2 out, 2 on. 1 ball, no strikes on Dylan Cunningham. Wagner gets set and delivers. A swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. No action in the Marshfield bullpen, although Wagner, with a very high pitch count already, may not be around all night long tonight. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Hit in the air towards right field. Eastad comes on. Tubbs goes out. And Tubbs will make the catch at second base to end the inning. In the third for Wisconsin Rapids, no runs, no hits, no errors, 2 walks, and 2 men left on base. After 2.5 innings of baseball, our score is Wisconsin Rapids 4, Marshfield 1. More baseball coming up following these messages.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new express lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes. No appointment necessary. See you soon.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day.
24-hour emergency service for residential, commercial, farm, and industrial jobs. Total Electric Service. The name says it all. Total service for all your electric contracting needs. Total Electric Service of Marshfield. 384-3311.
Stay with us for baseball action tonight at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Marshfield Chaparrals and Wisconsin Rapids Redhawks meeting in this matchup this evening. Redhawks lead by 3 as Marshfield bats in the home half of the third inning. Once again, Rapids catcher Dylan Cunningham made the third out of that last inning, the second time he's done that tonight. And so a delay as he comes out to take the warm-up throws for pitcher Jordan Tibbetts. Lights now are on here at Jack Hackman Field. Beautiful evening for baseball. Fans enjoying themselves in the ballpark tonight on Fan Appreciation Night. Lots of prizes and giveaways, and the concession stand well stocked here at Jack Hackman Field this evening. Nine, 1, 2 men coming up for Marshfield here in the third. Leadoff man, right fielder Brent Eastad. Brent batting for the first time this evening. Jordan Tibbetts on the mound for Rapids. Winds and throws. Going inside, ball 1. Wisconsin Rapids 4, Marshfield 1. Marshfield batting. Bottom half of the third here at Jack Hackman Field. 1-0 pitch on the way. Popped into shallow right field. Droner in the gap, reaches over and makes the catch. Nice running catch by Tommy Droner in right field to retire Eastad for out number 1.
Top of the order, the shortstop, Isaiah Byrel.
Brings up Marshfield shortstop Isaiah Byrel. Bounds to short his first time up. He is 0 for 1. Tibbetts into his motion, delivers, and misses down low for ball one. You're listening to Dairyland League Baseball on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield. 1-0 pitch, hit in the air to center field. Nelson drifts back a few feet, makes the catch for out number 2. Hit well by Isaiah. Tracked down by Peyton Nelson for the second out.
Left fielder, Colin DeBoer.
Also listening this evening on ZaleskiSports.com. Colin DeBoer batting for Marshfield, tripled and scored Marshfield's only run back in the first inning. Tibbetts into his motion. Now throws, low and outside for ball one. I'm Gene Delisio at Jack Hackman Field. Baseball tonight, Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids meeting in Dairyland League action. Tibbetts throws again. On the outside corner for a call strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. By the way, Joe Anderson producing our broadcast tonight for ZaleskiSports.com, doing his usual fine job. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's down low for ball 2-1. We were talking earlier in our broadcast about Ginger Beaumont running a 3-second sprint between home plate and first base back in 1901 for the Pittsburgh Pirates. 2-1 pitch, high and tight for ball 3. Joe, by the way, ran a 3-second sprint last week at the buffet line at Nuts Deep 2. Did a great job in that regard. Very impressive. 3 balls, 1 strike on Colin DeBoer. Next pitch on the way on the outside corner for a called strike. And the count now 3-2. DeBoer batting left-handed. Tibbetts winds, fires once again. Line to first base and right by the first baseman Oliver down the right field line. DeBoer is on. We'll see how that is ruled. Looks like a base hit for DeBoer. The ball was hit hard right at Oliver, but could not get the glove down. And so DeBoer will reach, and he has both Marshfield hits tonight. Riley Bauman batting for Marshfield brought home Marshfield's only run with a sacrifice fly back in the first inning. Tibbetts working from the stretch. And he throws down low for ball 1. Nice evening for baseball. Very nice crowd on hand to watch the ball game tonight between the Chaparrals and the Wisconsin Rapids Redhawks. Now the 1-0 pitch on the way. Got the low inside corner for a call and strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Riley kind of stood there for a few moments. Now backs away. Count is 1-1. DeBoer at first base runs well, held there by Oliver. Here's the pitch in the dirt, but dug out nicely by Cunningham. That's ball 2. 2-1. Tibbetts just approaching 50 pitches. We're in the third inning. Preston Wagner well above that count for the Marshfield Chaparrals tonight. 2-1 delivery on the way. Popped up into right field. Droner drifting back. Has the play, makes the catch to retire the side. Hit well by Bauman, but tracked down by Tommy Droner for out number 3. Chaparrals in the third, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, they leave 1. Our line score through 3 innings, Wisconsin Rapids, 4 runs, 4 hits, no errors, 3 men left on base. For Marshfield, 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error. The Chaparrals have left 2. Back to Jack Hackman Field and more baseball following these words.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
We're watching Dairyland League Baseball tonight at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Marshfield facing Wisconsin Rapids in this contest, heading to the top half of the fourth. The leadoff man for Wisconsin Rapids is left fielder Garrett Huber, who doubled and scored his first time up. Eighth place hitter for Rapids tonight. Preston Wagner now has thrown 71 pitches for Marshfield through just 3 innings. Preston working from the windup. Delivers here, fouled back for strike 1. Our score now, Wisconsin Rapids 4, Marshfield 1. Rapids batting in the top half of the fourth here at Jack Hackman Field. No balls, 1 strike on Garrett Huber. And the pitch by Wagner. Breaking ball across for a called strike. 0-2. 2 good pitches there for Preston Wagner, who has had some control issues throughout the evening, mostly wild high. Now that ball getting down just a bit. Here is the 0-2 delivery. Curveball low and outside. Ball and 2 strikes on Huber. Number 8 man in the Rapids batting order tonight. Huber back in there. And Wagner sets and delivers again. A swing and a miss. Ball drop by the catcher, Deach. He'll grab it and throw to first base in time for the out. Huber out on strikes, the second strikeout thrown by Preston Wagner tonight.
Right fielder Tommy Droner.
Here's the Rapids right fielder Tommy Droner, bounced to second his first time up, so he is 0 for 1. Droner batting left-handed. Wagner settling down some these last couple of innings. Throws a curveball here and on the outside corner for a called strike 1. Rapids scored 3 in the first, 1 in the second to grab the early lead in this ball game. Here's the 0-1 delivery. High fly ball to center field. Riley Bellman towards left center, gets there and grabs it for the out. And so 2 quick outs in the Rapids' 4th inning. Leadoff man Brennan Huber now batting for Rapids. Brennan, the Rapids DH tonight, has been hit by a pitch and scored and singled. He's 1 for 1. Wagner ready. Winds and throws. Up and in for ball 1. Wisconsin Rapids has the lead 4-1 as they bat top of the 4th. Bases empty and 2 outs. 1 ball, no strikes on Brennan Huber. Wagner winds, throws once again. Curveball breaks across for a called strike, 1-1. Wagner now having that curveball more under control. He was wild with that early. But now putting that pitch into the strike zone. 1-1 pitch on the way. Ground ball towards shortstop. Nice hop for Byrell. Tosses to first base in time to end the inning. Wagner's easiest inning to date. In the 4th for Wisconsin Rapids, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. We play 3.5 innings, and our score is Wisconsin Rapids 4 and Marshfield 1. And more baseball coming up in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 16 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now. Choose drunken chicken, BLT, Western, mac and cheese, sweet chili chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has broasted chicken, fish sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and scottyspizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
A good night for baseball here in central Wisconsin. Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids closing out Dairyland League action tonight here at Jack Hackman Field. Rapids up by 3 as Marshfield bats last half of the fourth inning.
Tournament fight. Your Marshfield
Leading off for the Chaparrals in the fourth is first baseman Brady Luckin.
This Friday at 7 o'clock.
Luckin batting right-handed against Rapids right-hander Jordan Tibbetts.
Batting for the Chaparrals is Brady Luckin.
Tibbetts from the windup. He's now thrown 47 pitches tonight. Delivers. Bit low for ball 1. Wisconsin Rapids leads 4-1. Marshfield batting. Bottom half of the fourth inning. Tibbetts winds and throws again. Hit in the air towards right center field. Nelson drifts over from center field, makes the catch for the out. One man down to the Marshfield fourth.
Second baseman, Jack Tubbs.
Here's second baseman Jack Tubbs, walked his first time up. Made some nice defensive plays at second base for the Chaparrals tonight. Jack hitting right-handed. Pitch on the way, high hopper towards shortstop. Krummenacher on the second hop, grabs it, throws to first base in time for out number 2. So 2 quick outs in the Marshfield fourth. And third baseman Sean Bryant stands in.
Third baseman Sean Bryant.
Sean struck out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Batting right-handed as well. Tibbetts ready. Gets set and delivers. High hopper towards short. Krummenacher grabs it. Goes to first base low, but dug out by Oliver to end the inning. And Tibbetts retires the Chaparrals on just 4 pitches here in the fourth inning. Marshfield gets no runs on no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. After 4 innings of play, our score is Wisconsin Rapids 4, Marshfield 1. Back with more baseball following these messages.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
Experience their cheese at your favorite grocery or cheese store.
We're enjoying Dairyland League baseball tonight at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. The Chaparrals and the Wisconsin Rapids Redhawks meeting in our matchup this evening. Redhawks scored 3 in the first, 1 in the second. Marshfield 1 run in the first inning. And no scoring since then. Rapids batting top of the 5th. Leadoff batter is the third baseman Andrew Chapman, who has doubled and scored and lined into a double play, 1 for 2, with a run batted in.
Andrew Chapman.
Preston Wagner now with 80 pitches through 4 innings for Marshfield. From the windup, he throws. Breaking ball down low for ball 1. Wisconsin Rapids leads it 4-1. Redhawks batting top of the 5th here at Jack Hackman Field. 1 ball, no strikes on Andrew Chapman, number 2 man in the Rapids batting order tonight. Wagner throws again, across for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Not had many called strikes in this ball game this evening. Now Wagner's 1-1 delivery. Curveball popped up in foul ground, first base side. Locken near the first base dugout will grab it for the out. Lots of foul ground at this ballpark, and Brady Locken near the Redhawks dugout grabs that one for out number 1.
Center fielder, Peyton Nelson.
Here's the Rapid center fielder, Peyton Nelson. He has walked and scored and flied to left, 0 for 1. Number 3 man in the Redhawks batting order tonight. Nelson hitting right-handed. Wagner winds and delivers. Popped up in foul ground left side. Bryant at third base comes over near the dugout, and he'll grab it for the out. And so the first 2 Rapids batters here in the 5th foul out. 2 quick outs for first baseman Cam Oliver. Oliver has struck out and walked. He's 0 for 1.
First baseman Cam Oliver.
Oliver batting left-handed, open stance. Wagner winds and throws. Up and in for ball 1. Our score is Wisconsin Rapids 4, Marshfield 1. Rapids batting top of the 5th. Bases empty and 2 out. 1-0 pitch. Across for a call strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Major League Baseball action on Saturday on WOSQ, Chicago Cubs and St. Louis Cardinals. 1-1 pitch. Low and inside for ball, 2-1. That broadcast begins Saturday at 5:30 on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ. 2 balls, 1 strike on Cam Oliver. Pitch on the way, grounded on the first base side and off of the glove of Brady Locken down the right field line. Oliver will reach. Locken had to dive behind the bag to get a glove on that one, and could not secure it. That'll be ruled an infield hit for Oliver.
Shortstop,
5th hit for Wisconsin Rapids tonight. Redhawks have a 2-out base runner for shortstop Nathan Kromenacher, who was bounced to second and popped to second, 0 for 2. His ground ball back in the first inning did drive in a Rapids run. Wagner out of the stretch. He now throws a bit high for ball 1. Good effort by Brady Locken at first base, diving behind the bag to snare that hard hit smash by Oliver, but the ball off his glove, deflected in the foul ground on the right field line. Wagner throws again here, popped up behind home plate, heading out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wagner really has settled down after struggling the first couple of innings. He's been in command for the most part last few frames. 1-1 pitch on the way. This is inside for ball, 2-1. Of course, this time of the year in summer baseball, some guys don't pitch much during the season, and you may have a week or more off between assignments. Here's the 2-1 delivery. A high fly ball down the right field line. Eastad drifting near the line, gets there and makes the catch to end the inning. In the 5th for Wisconsin Rapids, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Now after 4.5 innings of play, our score is Wisconsin Rapids 4 and Marshfield 1. We'll come back with more baseball in just a moment.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield, is your local Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. They have it all, including farm tractors and the best-selling and #1 rated in durability and owner experience Kubota compact do-it-all tractors. And don't forget the versatile Kubota RTV utility vehicles, along with Kubota zero-turn mowers for the best lawn care equipment. Get them all at Chili Implement. Chili Implement is open Monday through Saturday. Call us or visit our website at chiliimplement.com.
I'm Gene DeLisio with Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield, watching Dairyland League baseball tonight. The Marshfield Chaparrals facing the Wisconsin Rapids Redhawks in this matchup this evening. Marshfield batting in the last half of the fifth and the bottom third of the Marshfield batting order due up against Rapids right-hander Jordan Tibbetts. Leadoff man for Marshfield is the catcher Ben Deach, who bounced to second his first time up. Ben is 0 for 1 this evening.
Chaparrals, the catcher, Ben Deach.
Tibbetts with only 51 pitches through 4 innings, so his pitch total quite minimal. Wagner, 92 pitches through 5 innings. Tibbetts winds here and delivers. Across for called strike 1. Wisconsin Rapids on top 4-1. Marshfield batting last half of the fifth here at Jack Hackman Field. The 0-1 delivery. Misses inside for ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ben batting right-handed. Tibbetts ready. Throws once again. A big swing and a miss. Count 1-2. The bottom third of the Marshfield batting order due up against Tibbetts here in the fifth inning. Ball and 2 strikes to count. Tibbetts throws once again. That pitch rides down low for ball, 2-2. Great crowd tonight. Fan appreciation night at the ballpark. Chaparrals at Wisconsin Rapids meeting this evening. Now the 2-2 pitch on the way. High hopper towards second base and gets through for a base hit. Deach singles back up the middle. Just the third Marshfield hit tonight.
The pitcher.
Chaparrals have a leadoff base runner for pitcher Preston Wagner, who bounced to first base his first time up. He is 0 for 1. Preston, a good hitting pitcher. Stands in there. And Tibbetts throws a big swing and a miss for strike 1. Tibbetts in command so far tonight, allowed 1 run on 3 hits. Walked 1, struck out 2 so far this evening. Ahead here, no balls and 1 strike. Pitch on the way, a big swing and a miss, 0-2. Tibbetts throwing high heat. And Wagner can't corral it. Count is no balls and 2 strikes. Wagner digs in once again. Tibbetts ready. And throws again, fouled back to the screen. Count stays 0-2. Deach off first base, held there by Oliver. There's a curveball, breaks high for a ball. 1-2. Wisconsin Rapids, first place team in the large division of the Dairyland League this year, enjoying a good season. Here's the 1-2 delivery. A big swing and a miss. Good fastball again by Tibbetts. And Wagner out on strikes. Tibbetts is now fan 3 this evening. 1 man down. Right fielder Brent Eastad batting. Although he may be called back, let's wait and see.
Right fielder Sam Lehman.
Sam Lehman will step forward, and he'll bat for Eastad. Sam Lehman batting for Brent Eastad. Sam batting right-handed. Hits one down the third base line, gloved by Chapman. Throws across a diamond for the force play at second base on Deach for the second out. And Lehman takes first base on the fielder's choice.
Top of the order.
Deach retired.
Shortstop.
Chapman to Byer for out number 2.
Byroll.
Leadoff man Isaiah Byroll now batting for Marshfield. Isaiah has bounced to short and fly to center. He's 0 for 2. Isaiah digs in, and Tibbetts throws here. Across for a called strike 1. Wisconsin Rapids on top, 4-1. Marshfield batting, bottom half of the 5th. Lehman at first base and 2 outs. Pitch by Tibbetts. Hit fell on the first base side of the play. 0-2. The dusk hour here in central Wisconsin. A 3/4 moon above the fence in right center field. Runner goes, pitch on the way, high for a ball, no throw. Count on Byron now 1-2. And Lehman steals second base unopposed. The Chaparral's first stolen base tonight. So a man in scoring position, a ball and 2 strikes on Isaiah Byroll. Tibbetts ready and throws. Pop foul on the first base side, but no play for Oliver. Falls out of play, stays 1-2. Byroll steps back in once again. Tibbetts ready. Throws a breaking ball and just missed a bit low for a ball. Tibbetts wanted that one, I think. Didn't get the call. The count now evens at 2-2. Lehman with a good lead at second base. Tibbetts will check him. Pitch on the way. Rides high and outside for ball 3. And the count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Chaparral's down by 3, trying to come back here in the 5th inning. Tibbetts ready. Full count pitch. In there for a called strike 3. Byroll takes a good pitch. 4th strikeout for Tibbetts tonight to end the inning. In the 5th for Marshfield, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We've now played 5 full innings, and our score is Wisconsin Rapids 4 and Marshfield 1. More baseball coming up following these messages.
At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
Doctor basically said, you're going to be in a wheelchair and walking with a walker. And I'm like, what? I'm like, that's my life? That's my life story? I looked around on the internet and I found Shai at Next Step Prosthetics. And I came in and met with him and I felt so comfortable here, so unfearful. He said, we're going to get you up and walking.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids baseball tonight at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield.
Second baseman, Tyler Byer.
Rapids leadoff man here in the 6th is second baseman Tyler Byer, who has singled and walked. 1 for 1 with a run batted in. Preston Wagner with 92 pitches through 5 innings for the Chaparrals. Byer digs in. Pitch on the way. Low and inside, ball 1. Wisconsin Rapids on top, 4-1. Rapids batting in the top half of the 6th here at Jack Hackman Field. One ball, no strikes on Tyler Byer. Wagner winds, throws again. Over for a call strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's fan appreciation night at the ballpark tonight. Good crowd on hand to watch the contest this evening. Here is the 1-1 delivery. High fly ball to left field. DeBoer going back, still going back to the warning track, reaches up and makes the catch for the out. Hit well by Tyler Byer, but tracked down by Colin DeBoer for out number 1. 1 man down. And here's the catcher, Dylan Cunningham, batting for Rapids. Cunningham has flied to center and popped to second. He's 0 for 2. Preston Wagner throwing for Marshfield tonight. Into his motion, he delivers. Curveball breaks high and outside for ball 1. Well, here was a first in Major League Baseball on this date back in 1941. Wagner throws 1-0. 1 inside for ball. 2 balls, no strikes. On this date of 1941, Brooklyn Dodger catcher Mickey Owen became the first man in baseball history to catch 3 foul pop-ups in 1 inning. 2-0 pitch on the way. Pop foul over the screen at a play. 2-1. Did that in the 3rd inning as the Dodgers beat the New York Giants that day 11-6. First time that ever happened in Major League Baseball. 1 man caught 3 foul flies in 1 inning. Not sure if that's happened since then or not. 2-1 pitch, low and outside for ball. Count 3-1. Mickey Owen, better known for what he did later that year in the World Series, dropping a 3rd strike in the World Series ball game against the Yankees. Yankees came back and won a World Series game. 3-1 pitch here, ground ball towards 3rd, picked up by Bryant, throws across the diamond in time for out number 2. Two men down in the Rapids 6th. And the left fielder Garrett Huber now batting.
For the Red Hawks,
Huber has doubled and scored and struck out.
Huber.
Preston Wagner really settling down tonight after a tough start, first couple of innings. He's been in command since then. Winds and throws here. Low and outside, ball 1. It's Wisconsin Rapids 4, Marshfield 1. Rapids batting, top of the 6th. Bases empty and 2 out. Wagner's 1-0 pitch on the way. Misses inside for a ball, 2-0. It's a fan appreciation night at the ballpark tonight, so a good crowd on hand this evening. 2-0 pitch on the outside corner for a call strike, 2-1. Huber batting number 8 for the Red Hawks this evening. Right-handed batter, open stance. Wagner fires once again. Across for a call strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Preston Wagner throwing for Marshfield tonight. Gets set and delivers. Pop foul over the screen. Stays 2-2. Wagner now over 100 pitches for this ball game. Huber back in there. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wagner winds and throws once again. High and tight for a ball. 3-2. Oh, some good news for Marshfield fans. The Toronto Blue Jays lead Colorado in the 3rd inning, 5-0, and a big night for Dalton Varsho, now back off the injured list. Full count pitch on the way. Pop foul to the screen. Stays 3-2. Dalton with a 3-run home run in that ball game. Just off the injured list after missing 2 months of action due to his hamstring injury. Dalton a 3-run homer tonight. Blue Jays lead Colorado 5-0 in the 3rd inning. Again, the 3-2 pitch on the way. A swing and a miss to end the inning. 3rd strikeout for Preston Wagner tonight.
All right, everyone.
In the 6th for Wisconsin Rapids, no runs on no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. Now after 5.5 innings of play, our score is Wisconsin Rapids 4 and the Marshfield Chaparrals 1. We'll return with more baseball action following these messages.
Doctor basically said, you're going to be in a wheelchair and walking with a walker. And I'm like, what? I'm like, that's my life. That's my life story. I looked around on the internet and I found Shai at Next Step Prosthetics. And I came in and met with him and I felt so comfortable here, so unfearful. He said, we're going to get you up and walking.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Baseball on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield, and WOSQFM.com, as well as ZaleskiSports.com. I'm Gene Delisio at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Wisconsin Rapids leads Marshfield 4-1. Marshfield batting in the home half of the 6th inning. Rapids led this ball game 4-1 after 2. There's been no scoring since then, as pitchers Jordan Tibbetts of Wisconsin Rapids and Preston Wagner of Marshfield have been in command since then. Marshfield has their 2-3-4 men due up against Tibbetts here in the 6th inning. Once again, the Toronto Blue Jays leading Colorado 5-0 in the 3rd inning. And Marshfield's Dalton Varsho has a 3-run home run for Toronto in that ball game. So good to see Dalton off the injured list, making a big contribution into that Toronto lead in that ball game tonight. Dalton missing 2 months of action due to a hamstring strain. Those injuries sometimes can take quite a while to come back. So Dalton out for about 2 months, but now back healthy with the Blue Jays and with a big 3-run home run for the Blue Jays in that ball game against Colorado this evening. Tibbetts with 69 pitches through 5 innings.
Tyler Byer.
Well, it looks like we might have a change here. Yes, we do. Tyler Byer comes in,
Batting for the Chaparrals,
and he'll pitch for Wisconsin Rapids.
Colin DeBoer.
Tyler Byer comes in from second base to pitch for Wisconsin Rapids. So Rapids has a new second baseman. Marshfield batter is left fielder Colin DeBoer. First pitch from Byer, across for a called strike 1. Tibbetts relieved after 5 innings of work. Byer throws again, low and outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tibbetts tonight, 5 innings, 1 run. It was earned on 3 hits. Walked 1, struck out 3, and threw 69 pitches. Soft fly ball to left center field, drops for a base hit. DeBoer on the wide turn. Goes back.
Center fielder Riley Baughman.
Andrew Chapman, the third baseman, now playing second base. DeBoer singles to left field, his 3rd hit tonight. Riley Baughman batting. Takes one down low for ball 1. So we'll check that new 3rd baseman for Wisconsin Rapids. 1 ball, no strikes on Riley Baughman. Byer from the stretch. He'll check DeBoer. Pitch on the way. A big swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tibbetts might be at third base, but we'll have to check that. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Up and in for a ball. 2-1. Looks like that is Tibbetts at third base now for Wisconsin Rapids. 2-1 on Riley Bellman. Byer throws again. Down low for a ball. 3-1. Bellman back in there. 3 balls, 1 strike. Byer gets set and throws. And got the inside corner for a call strike. The count full, 3-2. Chaparral's trying to come back here in the 6th. Down by 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Riley Bellman. Byer gets set. Fires here. Slams one to right center field. That drops for a base hit. And that gets by the center fielder Nelson to the warning track. DeBoer rounding third base. He'll score. And Bellman going to third base. He'll get there diving with a 3-base hit. Riley Bellman triples to the gap in right center field, scoring DeBoer. And Marshfield now trails 4-2.
Number 5, Luke Wirtz.
Marshfield batter now is Luke Wirtz. He'll stand in to bat for Brady Luckin. Brady struck out, fly to center. Byer working from the windup. Breaking ball high and tight for ball 1. It's now Wisconsin Rapids 4, Marshfield 2. Marshfield batting last half of the 6th. 1-0 pitch, popped up, foul behind home plate, out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Riley Bellman at third base, still nobody out. 1 ball, 1 strike on Luke Wirtz. Digs in once again. Byer winds and throws. Across for a call strike. The count 1-2. Wirtz becomes the tying run at the plate in this situation. Byer gets set, winds and throws once again. Slammed down the third base side, but just foul. Count stays 1-2. Well, good to see Dalton Varsho coming back and hitting that 3-run homer for the Blue Jays tonight. Ball and 2 strikes on Luke Wirtz. Pitch on the way, a swing and a miss. High fastball by Byer. And Wirtz out on strikes.
Second baseman.
First strikeout for Tyler Byer. Jack Tubbs batting for Marshfield. The Marshfield second baseman has walked and bounced to short. He's 0 for 1. The pitch by Byer. Ground ball towards shortstop. Krummenacher will wait back, make the play, throw to first base in time for the out. But that ball not hit real hard, so Bellman scores on the play. RBI ground out for Jack Tubbs. And Marshfield now trails 4-3. And so the Chaparrals get 2 back here in the 6th inning.
Sean Bryant.
Base is empty, and Sean Bryant batting for Marshfield. Takes one off the plate for ball 1. Wisconsin Rapids 4, Marshfield 3. Marshfield batting bottom half of the 6th. Base is empty and 2 outs. Popped up into shallow right field. Droner now drifts back, gets there, makes the catch to end the inning. But the Chaparrals back to within 1. Marshfield here in the 6th inning with 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors and no one left on base. Now after 6 full innings, our score is Wisconsin Rapids 4 and Marshfield 3. We'll come back to Jack Hackman Field and more baseball following these messages.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life.
And that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Join the Gross family of satisfied customers at Gross Buick in Marshfield. Come see their large selection of cars, trucks and SUVs on the Marshfield lot. Or find it at grossauto.com, and we'll have it delivered to Marshfield for your convenience. You'll love their people and state-of-the-art service department, where service guests get a free courtesy car. Top it all off with the Gross lifetime engine warranty on most vehicles. Gross Buick of Marshfield.
Taqueria Monarca is now open at the Marshfield Mall. Experience the bold and fresh flavors of Mexico in Marshfield at Taqueria Monarca. Delicious tacos, burritos, quesadillas, bowls, and drinks. Kick things up a notch with the fresh salsa bar. Taqueria Monarca is fast, casual, and delicious.
We are ready to serve you the bold, fresh flavors from Mexico. Welcome to Taqueria Monarca.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new Express Lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes. No appointment necessary. See you soon.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Top half of the 7th inning. They're lead now down to 1 run. Leadoff man, right fielder Tommy Droner has bounced to second, fly to center. He's 0 for 2. The pitch by Preston Wagner. Ground ball back through the middle for a base hit. Just past Preston. A bit upset he did not snare that ground ball through the middle. But Droner on with a single. 6 hits for Rapids tonight. Rapids batter, the DH Brennan Huber. Hit by a pitch, singled, and bounced to short. 1 for 2, a run scored and a run batted in. Droner at first base. The pitch by Wagner, across for a called strike. Luke Wirtz now is at first base, replacing Brady Locken after pinch hitting for Brady last inning. 0-1 pitch on the way, low and outside for ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Preston Wagner, by our count, now 111 pitches tonight. So a busy night for Preston. Preston ready again, throws again, fouled on the first base side of the play. Down goes to 1-2. There are, of course, no pitch counts on this level of baseball, so a guy can go all night if he would like. Wagner back to the belt. Now throws 1-2. A swing and a foul at the plate. And I believe they're going to rule that strike 3. He swung and missed. Look, at first like the umpire called a foul tip, but that's not the case. Huber out on strikes, the 4th strikeout thrown by Preston Wagner tonight.
Third baseman,
1 out.
Andrew Chapman.
And Andrew Chapman now at second base batting for Wisconsin Rapids. Runner goes, pitch on the way, low and inside for a ball. Throw to second base is high, and Droner steals it. Rapids now 5 of 5 on stolen base tries tonight. And the count on Chapman, 1 ball, no strikes. So a scoring chance for Rapids here. They've not scored since the 2nd. Red Hawks scored 3 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd. They've had just 2 hits since then. 1 ball, no strikes on Andrew Chapman. Wagner checks the base runner. Now delivers. High and outside for a ball, 2-0. Dairyland League Baseball tonight on WOSQ, brought to us by Victory Apparel on North Central Avenue in Marshfield. Here's the 2-0 delivery. Low for a ball, throw to third base as Droner steals third base as well. Stolen base for Tommy Droner. And the count on Chapman now 3-0. So the Red Hawks 6 of 6 on stolen base tries tonight. 3 balls, no strikes on Andrew Chapman. Wagner fires once again, a swing and a miss. Chapman back in there. Wagner working from the stretch here. He's set and now delivers. A long drive to deep left field. DeBoer goes way back, ball's over his head and up against the fence. Droner scores. Chapman to second base with a double. His second double tonight. Andrew Chapman with 2 RBI doubles this evening. Droner scores. And Rapids leads 5-3. Peyton Nelson now batting for Wisconsin Rapids. Nelson tonight has walked and scored, flied to left, and fouled to third. He's 0 for 2. So the Rapids lead back to 2. Wagner looks in, working from the stretch. He now throws, ground ball left side through the hole for a base hit. Chapman to third base. He's rounding third base. He'll try to score. And DeBoer's throw is up the line. And on that throw, Nelson takes second base. RBI single for Peyton Nelson scores yet another run. And Rapids now on top 6-3. As Chapman scores on the play. Nelson takes second base on the throw. We may have a change here. Wagner is leaving. That's 120 pitches now for Preston Wagner. Looks like he's leaving the field. And the Chaparrals have a new pitcher here.
Numbers in for tonight's attendance. Fan appreciation night here at Jack Hackman Field. 17,268.
New pitcher for the Chaparrals. And it will be Al Lalacata. Al Lalacata takes over on the mound for the Chaparrals. So there's a break in the action here at Jack Hackman Field as Al Lalacata gets loose.
Head down to the concession stand.
Rapids batting in the top half of the 7th. Base runner at second base and 1 out. And Rapids now leads this ball game 6-3. While Al Lalacata gets loose, let's take time out for these messages.
No charge to the kid. Head down to the concession stand and get your
High school sports.
Taqueria Monarca is now open at the Marshfield Mall. Experience the bold and fresh flavors of Mexico in Marshfield at Taqueria Monarca. Delicious tacos, burritos, quesadillas, bowls, and drinks. Kick things up a notch with the fresh salsa bar. Taqueria Monarca is fast, casual, and delicious.
We are ready to serve you the bold, fresh flavors from Mexico. Welcome to Taqueria Monarca.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
Rapids, the pitch by Lalakata. This is outside for ball one. Wisconsin Rapids on top 6-3 as they bat top of the 7th inning. Peyton Nelson at second base with 1 out. 2 runs in here in the 7th. Lalakata ready, throws again. On the outside corner, call strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. Al Lalakata in relief of Preston Wagner, who went the first 6 1/3 innings for Marshfield tonight. Now the 1-1 pitch on the way, hit high in the air to right field. Eastad back to the warning track, to the wall, but this one is gone for a home run. A 2-run home run for Cam Oliver. And Wisconsin Rapids now builds an 8-3 lead. Nelson scores as well on that drive by Cam Oliver. So Rapids leads again by 5. Shortstop Nathan Krummenacher now batting. Krummenacher 0 for 3. He's bounced to second, popped to second, and flied to right. Lalakata working from the stretch. He throws, ground ball towards first base. Picked up in shallow right field by the second baseman Tubbs. He'll toss to Wirtz covering at first base for the out. Well done by Tubbs in shallow right field to make that play. On top of that, Wirtz went for that ground ball, missed it, and had to get back to the bag to take the throw from Tubbs for the out. Tyler Byer now batting, the new Rapids pitcher. Began the ball game as the second baseman. He has singled home a run, walked, and fly to left. 1 for 2 with a run batted in. Lalakata throws a curveball up and in for ball 1. Wisconsin Rapids now on top 8-3 as the Red Hawks bat top half of the 7th. Bases empty and 2 out. Pitch on the way, bounces in for a ball, 2-0. Dairyland League Baseball on WOSQ brought to us by Poor Choices, 114 East 14th Street in Marshfield. You can dine in or carry out. Lalakata throws 2-0. A high drive to deep left field. DeBoer in the corner, has room, makes the play to end the inning. Hit well, but stays inside the ballpark. Colin DeBoer runs it down to retire the side. In the 7th for Wisconsin Rapids, 4 runs on 4 hits. No errors, no one left on base. After 6.5 innings of play, our score is Wisconsin Rapids 8 and Marshfield 3. We'll come back to Jack Hackman Field and more baseball in just a moment.
High school sports coverage. Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's Fat Bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
Marshfield Chaparrals closing out their home schedule by facing Wisconsin Rapids tonight. It's fan appreciation night and a large crowd on hand to take in the ball game this evening. Rapids now leads by 5 as Marshfield bats in the bottom half of the 7th. Let's give you the final line on Rapid starter Jordan Tibbetts tonight. Went 5 innings, gave up 1 run. It was earned on 5 hits, walked 1, struck out 3.
For the Chaparrals, the catcher, Ben Deach.
The Marshfield starter, Preston Wagner, went 6 1/3 innings, gave up 7 runs, all earned on 8 hits, walked 3, struck out 4, and hit 1. First man up for Marshfield here in the 7th is the catcher, Ben Deach. First pitch low and inside for ball 1. Wisconsin Rapids now on top 8-3. Byer throws again. Ground ball towards second base. Chapman will snare it and throw to first base low, but dug out by Oliver for out number 1. Tough chance for the second baseman. Chapman had to charge that slowly hit ground ball, but makes the play for the first out.
The pitcher, number 16,
Marshfield batter now is pitcher Al Lalakata. Batting for the first time. Preston Wagner 0 for 2 while he was in there for Marshfield. Al digs in. The pitch by Byer is a bit low for ball 1. Lalakata batting right-handed. Pitch on the way, a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, play begins on Wednesday at the American Legion Great Lakes Baseball Regional at Carroll Stream, Illinois, near Chicago. Here's a swing and a miss. 1-2. Wisconsin has 2 teams in that field, although not the state champion for Middleton. Next pitch hit towards shortstop. Krummenacher will charge it, grab it, fires to first base in time for the out. 2 men down in the Marshfield 7th. And the Marshfield batter, right fielder Sam Lehman. Bouncing with fielder's choice, his first time up.
Right fielder Sam Lehman.
Lehman batting right-handed. Byer throws over for a call and strike 1. Wisconsin Rapids on top 8-3. Marshfield batting in the last half of the 7th. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Tyler Byer throwing for Rapids, throws once again, low and inside for a ball, 1-2. Usually, Wisconsin's top 2 teams from the state tournament advance to that Great Lakes Regional. Next pitch, a swing and a miss. Lehman out on strikes to end the inning. First strikeout, or rather second strikeout for Tyler Byer. Marshfield in the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. We've now played 7 innings, and our score is Wisconsin Rapids 8, Marshfield 3. Back with more baseball in just a moment.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day.
You're listening to Dairyland League Baseball on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer Marshfield, and WOSQFM.com, as well as ZaleskiSports.com. I'm Gene Delisio at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Wisconsin Rapids batting, top half of the 8th. They lead by 5. Al Lalakata in relief of Preston Wagner on the mound for Marshfield. 7, 8, 9 men due up for Wisconsin Rapids here in the 8th inning. Rapids scored 3 in the first, 1 in the second. Marshfield 1 in the first. So it was 4-1 Rapids and stayed that way into the 6th inning when Marshfield scored 2 runs to make it 4-3, but then Rapids came out with 4 in the top half of the 7th to grab their 8-3 lead. Catcher Dylan Cunningham leads off the Wisconsin Rapids 8th. Cunningham has flied to center, popped to second, and bounced to third. He's 0 for 3.
The catcher, Dylan Cunningham.
Cunningham batting right-handed. Lalakata pitching from the stretch. Ready and delivers. Line fouled on the left field line on a play for strike 1. Wisconsin Rapids leads it 8-3 as they bat in the top half of the 8th inning. No balls, 1 strike on Dylan Cunningham. Lalakata ready once again. And now fires a curveball that breaks high and tight for ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Light breeze this evening. Very pleasant night here in central Wisconsin. And a large crowd here at Jack Hackman Field watching baseball tonight. Now the 1-1 delivery. High fly ball to left field. Colin DeBoer gets there, makes the catch route number 1. 1 down in the Rapids 8th. Left fielder Garrett Huber now batting. Huber has doubled and scored and struck out twice.
Left fielder,
1 for 3.
Garrett Huber.
Huber batting number 8 for the Red Hawks this evening. Lalakata from the stretch at all times, as many pitchers do these days. Al is ready and throws down low for ball 1. Mentioning once again that American Legion Great Lakes Regional at Carroll Stream, Illinois, which begins on Wednesday. Apparently, the Wisconsin State champion Middleton has opted out. And according to the Legion, they're not going to play in that regional this year. Here is the 1-0 delivery. High and outside for ball, 2-0. So De Pere, the number 2 team, gets an automatic berth, but the second berth goes to the number 3 team, which is the Appleton Doubledays. 2-0 pitch to Garrett Huber. Breaking ball across for a called strike, 2-1. Wisconsin gets 2 berths in that regional, and both teams play on Wednesday in the first round. 2 balls, 1 strike on Garrett Huber. And the pitch by Lalakata. Curveball, high and tight for ball, 3-1. In first round games on Wednesday at 9:30, Rockport, Indiana faces Midland, Michigan. Midland's there virtually every year. A major power in American Legion baseball. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. Lalakata fires once again. High fly ball to left center field. DeBoer in the gap. Bauman gets there as well, and Riley Bauman from center field tracks it down for the second out. Huber retired with 2 men down. The batter is right fielder Tommy Droner.
Right fielder.
Droner has bounced to second, fly to center, and singled and scored. 1 for 3. Batting left-handed. Lalakata stays in the stretch here. He is ready and now throws. Across for called strike 1. Wisconsin Rapids batting, top of the 8th. They lead 8-3. Bases empty and 2 outs. No balls, 1 strike on Tommy Droner. Lalakata again from the stretch. Fires outside for a ball, 1 ball, 1 strike. Rockport and Midland in game 1, Wednesday at 9:30, followed by De Pere against the Beverly Lowell team from Ohio. 1-1 pitch to Tommy Droner. In there for a call strike, 1-2. Then Wednesday at 4, the Appleton Doubledays face Danville, Illinois. Danville also a team that's usually there. Perennial power in Legion baseball. Ball and 2 strikes on Tommy Droner. Pitch on the way, high and outside for a ball, 2-2. And the 4th game of the day on Wednesday is the host Carroll Stream Ball Club against Swisher, Iowa. The 4 first-round games on Wednesday at the American Legion Great Lakes Regional at Carroll Stream, Illinois. 2-2 pitch on the way. Bounces in for a ball. The count full 3-2. There are 8 regionals nationwide. The teams that win those regionals move on to the American Legion World Series later this month at Cary, North Carolina. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count. The pitch by Lalakata. Ground ball toward shortstop. Grabbed by Byrel. Fires to first base in time to end the inning. Wisconsin Rapids in the 8th. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. Heading now to the bottom half of the 8th inning with our score, Wisconsin Rapids 8 and Marshfield 3. And more baseball coming up in just a moment.
High school sports is being brought to you courtesy of our broadcaster.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 16 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now. Choose drunken chicken, BLT, western, mac and cheese, sweet chili chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has broasted chicken, fish sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and scottyspizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
Coverage of Dairyland League Baseball tonight on WOSQ and ZaleskiSports.com. Marshfield batting, home half of the 8th inning, down by 5. Top of the order coming up for Marshfield here in the 8th. Leadoff man is shortstop Isaiah Byrel. Isaiah has bounced to short, fly to center, and struck out. He is 0 for 3 this evening.
For the Chaparrals, the shortstop, Isaiah Byrel.
Right-hander Tyler Byer in relief of Jordan Tibbetts for Wisconsin Rapids. Byer winds and throws. Ground ball third base side and off Tibbetts' glove into shallow left field. Byer will reach. That's an error on the third baseman Tibbetts. First error by either ball club tonight. Brings up the Marshfield left fielder Colin DeBoer. Colin having a big night. He's 3 for 3. 2 singles, a triple, and 2 runs batted in. Although Colin will be called back here, and Colton Schillinger will bat in his place. Colton Schillinger batting for Colin DeBoer. The pitch by Byer. Line to left field for a base hit. So the Chaparrals are 4 for 4 in that number 2 spot in the batting order tonight.
Second baseman.
6 hits for Marshfield tonight. Riley Bauman now batting for Marshfield. Riley has hit a sacrifice fly, flied to right, and tripled and scored. 1 for 2 with a run scored and 2 RBIs. Threat for Marshfield here in the 8th. Chaparrals down by 5. Byer from the stretch throws across for called strike 1. Our score is Wisconsin Rapids 8, Marshfield 3. Chaparrals are batting in the bottom half of the 8th. 2 men on base, nobody out. Byer throws again. Ground ball right side through the hole for a base hit. Byrel stops at third base on the single by Riley Bellman. And the Chaparrals have the bases loaded with nobody out here in the 8th inning.
For the first baseman,
Now Luke Wirtz batting for Marshfield, batting for the second time tonight. Struck out as a pinch hitter back on the 6th. Chaparrals down by 5, but a chance here to come back a bit. Bases loaded and nobody out here in the 8th inning. Byer now working from the windup. Delivers, it's in there for a called strike 1. Chaparral's looking to come back, down by 5 here in the 8th inning. Byer winds and delivers once again. Fly ball towards center field. Nelson drifting towards right center field. Gets there, makes the catch. Byer will tag. He'll score from third base on the play. Schillinger takes second base. Sacrifice fly and run batted in for Luke Wirtz. And Marshfield now trails 8-4. Byer scores. That run is unearned. Schillinger takes third base, and Bellman holds at first. Second baseman Jack Tubbs now batting. Jack 0 for 2 with a walk. Nubbs one foul on the third base side for strike 1. So it's now Wisconsin Rapids 8, Marshfield 4. Marshfield batting last half of the 8th. Runners at first and third, and 1 out. Nothing in 1 on Jack Tubbs. Byer ready. Delivers again. Swung on and foul at the plate. Nothing in 2. We'd like to salute area students who are recipients this year of WIAA Scholar Athlete Awards for 2025, a good group honored by the WIAA this year. No balls, 2 strikes on Jack Tubbs. Byer throws once again. Ground ball right side and through the hole for a base hit. Schillinger scores, Bellman rounding third base, and he'll hold right there, running at second base. He'll hold right there. RBI single for Jack Tubbs. And Marshfield now trails 8-5. Schillinger is in on the play. Bauman to second base. And the Marshfield batter now, the third baseman Sean Bryant. It's a high fly ball foul for strike 1. That's Andrew Siraki now batting. Andrew Siraki batting for Bryant. Siraki batting for the first time for the third baseman Bryant. Byer from the stretch. Throws a swing and a miss. Nothing in 2 on Andrew Siraki. Those athletes honored as student athletes or scholar athletes by the WIAA. Isaac Shear of Columbus High School, the first Columbus student to receive that honor. Next pitch down low for a ball, 1-2. First ever Columbus student to receive the WIAA Scholar Athlete Award. Jack Tubbs of Stratford got that award this year. 1-2 pitch, high fly ball and foul ground on the third base side, but falling before the third baseman Tibbetts can get there. Count stays 1-2. Other honorees are Reese Grimm of Pittsville, Kendall Weiler of Owen Withy, and Sarah Shaw of Assumption. All WIAA Scholar athletes for this year. 1-2 on Andrew Siraki. Byer from the stretch. He now throws, bit low for a ball. 2-2. Usually we have 1 or 2 athletes from our area receive that honor, but 5 this year. So a big number for our area for this year. Here's the 2-2 pitch. A big swing and a miss. And Siraki out on strikes. The third strikeout thrown by Byer tonight. With 2 men down. The catcher, Ben Dietz, standing in. Ben has singled and twice bounced a second. 1 for 3 on the evening. Byer checking the base runners. Now throws a swing and a miss for strike 1. It's Wisconsin Rapids 8, Marshfield 5. Chaparral's batting. Bottom half of the 8th. Runners at first and second and 2 outs. 0-1 pitch on the way. A swing and a miss. Nothing in 2. Only 1 Marshfield run this inning will be earned. Deach behind on the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Byer sets himself once again and delivers. Ground ball back to the box. Grabbed by Byer. Turns, goes to first base in time to end the inning. Marshfield in the 8th. 2 runs, only 1 earned on 3 hits. 1 error and 2 men left on base. We now head to the 9th inning with our score, Wisconsin Rapids 8, Marshfield 5. And more baseball coming up following these messages.
Killer's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Killer's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield, is your local Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. They have it all, including farm tractors and the best-selling and #1 rated in durability and owner experience Kubota compact do-it-all tractors. And don't forget the versatile Kubota RTV utility vehicles, along with Kubota zero-turn mowers for the best lawn care equipment. Get them all at Chili Implement. Chili Implement is open Monday through Saturday. Call us or visit our website at chiliimplement.com.
8-5. We have a delay once again because Marshfield has no pitcher and no catcher out there as of yet for the 9th inning. We've had some delays much of the evening with pitchers and catchers getting out there late, but now they're not out there at all. Maybe they'll bring a tee out and play some T-ball. Ben Deach did make the final out of the 8th inning for Marshfield, so he now has his uniform on. He's coming out. Al Lalakata comes out for a few warm-up throws. In fact, one warm-up throw, and Al says he's ready. DH Brendan Huber leads off the Rapids 9th. Huber has been hit by a pitch and scored, singled home a run, bounces short, and struck out. 1 for 3 with a run scored and a run batted in. Al Lalakata on the mound for Marshfield. Working from the stretch. Al now delivers. Down low for ball 1.
For the Red Hawks, Steve Winthizer.
Looks like we have a pinch hitter, Steve Winthizer, batting in place of Huber. Steve Winthizer is the batter. Here is the 1-0 delivery. Curveball hit towards left center field and drops for a base hit. Gets between the outfielders. And Winthizer heading to second base. Takes a wide turn there, heading for third base. Might get there, and the throw comes into the left field side of the third base bag. It's a triple for Steve Winthizer, leading off the Rapids 9th inning.
Pinch hitting number 4, Hayden Halber.
Hayden Halber now comes out. He'll pinch hit for Andrew Chapman. Hayden Halber batting for Rapids. Lalakata gets set. Throws low and outside, ball 1. Ten hits now for Wisconsin Rapids. Only the second off of Lalakata. Halber batting right-handed. Lalakata throws again. Pop foul behind home plate. Deach has a look. The ball falls on a play. Count now 1-1. Rapids has led all the way tonight. Now up by 3 as they bat here in the top half of the 9th inning. 1 ball, 1 strike on Hayden Halber. Lalakata stays in the stretch. He now throws a breaking ball, lined to left field, knocked down by the third baseman Bryant. Throws across the diamond in time, but now they're going to rule that late. Late throw. And Halber will reach. That's an error on the Marshfield third baseman.
Center fielder Peyton Nelson.
That's not Bryant at third base. That might be Siraki. You'll have to check on that. On that play, Winthizer held at third. The batter is the center fielder Peyton Nelson. Lalakata from the stretch. Throws. Nub fell on the first base side for strike one. That is Siraki now playing third base, so Siraki gets that last error. The second Marshfield error tonight. No balls, one strike on Peyton Nelson. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Lalakata ready. There's a curveball hit foul, third base side. Siraki will have a look, but the ball falls out of play. And the count now 0-2. Wisconsin Rapids has led all the way tonight. Now up by 3 as they bat here in the ninth inning, looking for some insurance runs. No balls, 2 strikes on Peyton Nelson. Dangerous hitter. Lalakata fires again. High fly ball to left field. Winthizer tagging. DeBoer in deep left field makes the catch. Winthizer will score. Throw goes to second base to hold Hauber at first. Sacrifice fly and a run batted in for Peyton Nelson. And Wisconsin Rapids grabs a 9-5 lead. Winthizer scores on the play. And Hauber holds at first base. First baseman Cam Oliver now batting. Hit a 2-run home run his last time up. Oliver has also struck out, walked, and singled. 2 for 3. Run scored, 2 RBIs. Batting left-handed. The pitch by Lalakata. Over for called strike 1. Wisconsin Rapids now leads 9-5 as they bat top of the ninth. Hauber at first base with 1 out, held there by Luke Wirtz. Lalakata to first base, and Hauber back in time. Big crowd tonight for Fan Appreciation Night. Enjoying some good baseball this evening. No balls, 1 strike on Cam Oliver. Lalakata throws once again. Off the plate for ball, 1 ball, 1 strike. Major League Baseball action Sunday on Sports Radio 92.3 FM WOSQ. St. Louis Cardinals and Chicago Cubs Sunday at 5 p.m. Now the 1-1 delivery breaks outside for ball, 2-1. Major League Baseball Sunday, 5 o'clock on Sports Radio 92.3 FM WOSQ. 2 balls, 1 strike on Cam Oliver. Hauber leads at first base. Lalakata gets ready. Throws once again, a big swing and a miss. Count on Oliver, now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hauber leads at first base, held there by Luke Wirtz. Lalakata gets set and fires a curveball, popped up into shallow left field. The shortstop Byro goes out, and he'll grab it for the out. And Hauber back to first base. 2 down.
Shortstop
Nathan Krummenacher batting for Wisconsin Rapids. He is 0 for 4 tonight with a run batted in. Twice bounced to second, has also popped to second and flied to right. Big lead by Hauber at first base. Lalakata looks over there. And the pitch to Krummenacher. Breaks inside for ball 1. Wisconsin Rapids leads this ball game 9-5 as they bat top of the ninth. Hauber at first base and 2 outs. 1 ball, no strikes on Nathan Krummenacher. Lalakata ready once again. Taking his time, now delivers. Ground ball towards second base. Charged by Tubbs. Grabs it, throws to first base in time to end the inning. Wisconsin Rapids in the ninth. 1 run on 2 hits. No errors. 1 man left on base. We now head to the bottom half of the ninth inning with Wisconsin Rapids leading Marshfield 9-5. And more baseball in just a moment.
At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
Doctor basically said, you're going to be in a wheelchair and walking with a walker. And I'm like, what? I'm like, that's my life? That's my life story? I looked around on the internet and I found Shai at Next Step Prosthetics. And I came in and met with him and I felt so comfortable here, so unfearful. He said, we're going to get you up and walking.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Their regional tournament being held in Rapids. The Red Hawks face the Chippewa Falls Lumberjacks.
You're listening to Dairyland League Baseball on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield, and WOSQFM.com, as well as ZaleskiSports.com. I'm Gene DeLisio at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Marshfield batting last half of the ninth, trailing by 4. Marshfield's leadoff man is the pitcher Al Alicata, bounces short in his only other plate appearance. First pitch from Tyler Byer. Floats down low for a ball. Byer winds, throws once again. A swing and a miss. Alicata batting for the second time tonight. And Byer throws again, down low for a ball. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike on Al Alicata. Next delivery, a swing and a miss. 2-2. Alicata pitching in relief of Preston Wagner tonight. Byer throws 2-2. Ground ball towards short. Charged by Krummenacher. Fires to first base in time for the out. 1 man down in Marshfield's ninth inning. Right fielder Sam Lehman now batting for Marshfield. Sam batting for the second time. He has bounced into a fielder's choice and struck out 0 for 2.
Right fielder Sam Lehman.
Tyler Byer throwing for Wisconsin Rapids. He delivers. Nub foul behind home plate for strike 1. Lehman back in there, and Byer delivers. Swung and a miss, 0-2. Jordan Tibbetts, the Rapids starter tonight, went the first 5. He's the pitcher of record on the winning side this evening. Byer throws again. That's low for a ball. 1-2. So if this score holds, Tibbetts would get the win. Preston Wagner would earn the loss for Marshfield. 1-2 delivery on the way. Line towards center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Sam Lehman singles to center field.
The shortstop, Isaiah Byron.
9 Marshfield hits tonight. Isaiah Byron batting, the Marshfield shortstop. He has bounced to short, flied to center, struck out, reached base on an error, and scored. Officially 0 for 4 on the evening. Lehman at first base with 1 out. Byer throws, down low for ball 1. Wisconsin Rapids on top 9-5. Marshfield batting last half of the ninth. Here's the ball. It fell behind home plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lehman at first base gets a good lead down there. Byer will check him. Byer going, pitch is hit towards third base and gets by Tibbetts to deep short. And Byer will reach. Tibbetts at third base had a play and then eased up on the ball, thinking the shortstop Krummenacher had a better play behind him. So Tibbetts just stopped. Ball got by him to deep short. And Byron reached base on an infield hit. Lehman takes second base on the play. Here's Colton Schillinger batting for the second time tonight. Pitch on the inside corner for a called strike. Colton coming in to play left field. Singled and scored his first time up. 1-for-1. 0-1 pitch on the way. Low for a ball. Throw to third base. Goes into left field on a stolen base try. Lehman is up. He'll try to score. He'll come home. And Marshfield now trails 9-6. Lehman off with the pitch. Actually stumbled, and a good throw may have had him. But instead, Cunningham's throw got by Tibbetts down the left field line. Lehman gets up and scores on the stolen base try. And Byro goes to third base on the play. Schillinger now has a ground ball towards third, picked up by Tibbetts. Throws to first base, low throw, and dug out by Oliver for the out. And on the play, Byro takes third base. Schillinger is out number 2.
Second baseman,
Riley Bauman now batting for Marshfield. Riley has singled, tripled, has 2 RBIs, a sacrifice fly as well tonight, has scored 1 run. Byer from the windup throws inside for ball 1. Wisconsin Rapids now leads at 9-6. Marshfield batting bottom half of the 9th. Next pitch is hit on the left field line, foul. 1-1. Byro at third base and 2 outs. 1-1 delivery. A big swing and a miss. 1-2. Chaparral's down to their final strike. Tyler Byer trying to wrap it up now for Wisconsin Rapids. Here is the 1-2 delivery. Outside for a ball. 2-2. Fans enjoying a good baseball game this evening on Fan Appreciation Night here at Jack Hackman Field. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Riley Bauman. Byer winds and delivers. Low and outside for a ball. And the count full, 3-2. Should Bauman reach, then Luke Wirtz comes up as the tying run at the plate. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count. Byer winds and throws again. Popped foul on the first base side, heading out of play. Still 3-2 on Riley Bauman. Wrapping up his college baseball career at St. Mary's of Winona this spring. Once again, the full count pitch. Ground ball left side. Krummenacher at deep short will barehand it. Throw to first base in time to end the ball game. Marshfield in the 9th. 1 run on 2 hits. No errors. 1 man left on base. Our final score tonight, Wisconsin Rapids 9, Marshfield 6. Back with our recap following these messages.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Giving Wisconsin Rapids an 8-3 lead. Marshfield scored 2 more in the 8th to make it 8-5 when Isaiah Byro reached base in an error, took second base in a single by Colton Schillinger. Riley Bauman singled to load the bases. A sacrifice fly by Luke Wirtz scored Byro. A base hit by Jack Tubbs scored Schillinger, making it 8-5 Wisconsin Rapids. Rapids scored 1 more in the 9th when Steve Wintheiser tripled and scored on a base hit by Peyton Nilsson. Scored a sacrifice fly by Peyton Nilsson. That made it 9-5 Rapids. Marshfield then scored 1 more in the 9th with 1 out. Sam Lehman singled, went to second base and an infield hit by Isaiah Byro. Lehman then stole third base and scored on a throwing error to close out the scoring in this ball game, with Rapids winning 9-6. The line score for this evening for Wisconsin Rapids: 9 runs, 11 hits, 1 error, and 5 left on base. For Marshfield, 6 runs, 10 hits, 1 error, and 6 left on base. Winning pitcher Jordan Tibbetts went 5 innings, allowed 1 run on 3 hits, walked 1, struck out 4. Tyler Byer went the final 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, 3 earned, gave up 5 runs, 4 earned on 7 hits, and struck out 1. Starting and losing pitcher for Marshfield, Preston Wagner went 6 1/3 innings, gave up 7 runs, all earned on 8 hits, walked 3, struck out 4, and hit 1. Al Alicata went 2 2/3, gave up 1 run on 2 hits. Top hitters tonight for Wisconsin Rapids: Cam Oliver singled, homered, and drove in 2 runs. Andrew Chapman had 2 doubles and 2 RBIs. And Steve Wintheiser tripled for Wisconsin Rapids. Peyton Nilsson singled, knocked in 2 more runs. For Marshfield, Colin DeBoer, 2 singles and a triple. Riley Bauman singled, tripled, and drove in 2 runs. And Jack Dubbs had a single and 2 RBIs for Marshfield. This ball game closes out the regular season schedule for the Marshfield Chaparrals. They'll begin postseason play on Friday when they play in the WBA Regional at Osseo against Osseo Friday evening at 7 p.m. I'd like to thank our sponsors of Marshfield Chaparrals Baseball, including RE/MAX American Dream Realty. The right connections, technology, and strategies to meet your home buying or selling vision. You can find them at 901 North Central Avenue in Marshfield. That's RE/MAX American Dream Realty. I'm Gene DeLisio. That's it from Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Again, our final score this evening: the Wisconsin Rapids Redhawks 9 and the Marshfield Chaparrals 6.